Warm greetings to my dear students. I welcome you all to geography class. Today I'll be starting your first chapter from geography, that is climate. In this chapter I'll give you a brief introduction about term climate, weather and regional climatic variations in India. So the first important term is climate. How do we perceive climate? Or what is climate? Can I say that winter is the climate of Kashmir? Or can I say that a rainy season is the climate of Kashmir? Or can I say that summer is the climate of Kashmir? Of course not. So then what does climate mean? Climate means the usual condition of temperature, humidity, atmospheric pressure, wind, rainfall and other elements in an area for about 30 years or more than 30 years. But this period is usually taken as 30 years. The average period is 30 years. So climate is the sum total of the weather conditions prevailing over an area for a long period of time. Right? For example, in Kashmir, we have the climate moderate. The climate of Kashmir is classified as moderate climate because here we don't face extreme summer nor we face extreme winter. Similarly, the climate in Ladakh, it's cold. The Ladakh, it's a cold desert with extreme temperature because the temperature goes to minus in winters. If I am given a chance to work in India, I'll prefer to work in Bangalore. Why? Because Bangalore, it has a moderate climate. It's moderate because it's on an elevation, number one. Number two, Bangalore, it has wet as well as dry spells alternately. So this means Bangalore has a climate and that climate is moderate. So in nutshell, climate means the sum total of the weather conditions over a large area for a long period of time, and that time is about 30 years. Now coming to next term, that is weather. Weather refers to the state of atmosphere over an area at any point of time. Or in other words, I can say that weather is a state of atmosphere at a particular place and at a particular point of time as regards heat, cloudiness, dryness, sunshine, humidity, wind, rain, etc. For example, early in the morning, my mom, she came to me and she offered me that we should go for a walk. And I readily agreed. I told her, okay, mama, the weather, it's very pleasant. I used the term weather. I said, mama, the weather is very pleasant, so I'll accompany you. And I went for a walk. Then my mom again came to me at 12 o'clock or 2 o'clock and she again offered me that we should go for a walk. But at this time, I didn't agree. Why? Because it was pretty hot at 12 or it was quite hot at 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock. So this means weather. Weather is the state of atmosphere which keeps on changing in a day. Early in the morning, it was raining. Then during daytime, it can be sunny or pretty hot. Then late in the evening, it can be stormy or it can be windy. So I hope the term climate and weather is clear to you. It's very important and you all should know this, that the weather, it's different in different parts of the world. And it keeps on changing over minutes, hours, days and weeks. Right? Then coming to climate of India. As far as climate of India is concerned, the climate of India, it has been classified as monsoon type. And this climate is found in South Asian countries as well as in Southeastern countries. In South Asia, we have many countries like Afghanistan, Iran, Pakistan, right? India Then in southeastern countries we have Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, right? Myanmar, Thailand, and many more. Based on the generalized monthly atmospheric conditions, the year it's divided into seasons such as winter season, summer season, and then rainy season. The world is divided into number of climatic regions, and each climatic region has its own seasons. The number of seasons, it varies. Like in Kashmir we have 4 seasons. It's spring, then summer, then winter, then autumn, and then winter. Now coming to our next topic, that is regional climatic variations in India. Although there is an overall unity in general climatic pattern in India, there are some noticeable regional variations. We find that there is overall unity in the climatic pattern, but there are some variations, and these variations we find in two important elements, that is temperature and precipitation. Taking up your first element, that is temperature. In India, there is lot of variations in the temperature of the different parts of country, even in the same season. I repeat once again that in India there is much variation in the temperature of the different parts of country even in the same season. For example, on a summer day, the temperature in Rajasthan desert, it may be 50 degree. But on the same day, the temperature will be around 20 degrees in Kashmir, especially from Pahalgam side, Sonmarg side, it will be around 20 degrees, while as in Thar, it will be 50 degrees. Similarly, the temperature, especially the day temperature, it may rise up to 50 degrees in Thar, while as this temperature may come down to 15 degrees on the same night. There are many regions, and I'll quote here an example of Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Kerala. Here in these regions, we don't find much variation in the day and night temperatures. In Thar, we see lot of change in the temperature. During night, the temperature it comes down to 15 degrees, while as during day it shoots up to 50 degrees. But at the same time, if we take the regions like Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Kerala we find that there is not much variation in the day and night temperatures. I hope the element temperature is clear to you. Taking up our next important element, that is precipitation. What do you mean by precipitation? Precipitation means rainfall or downpour, right? So there is a wide variation observed in the amount and seasonal distribution of precipitation as well. For example, the annual precipitation varies from over 400 centimeter in Meghalaya to less than 10 centimeter in Ladakh. In Meghalaya, we find there is heavy rainfall, immense rainfall is there. While as in Ladakh, we don't find that much of rainfall. We don't get that much of rainfall. Similarly, most parts of the country, most parts in India, they receive maximum rainfall from June to September. But if we take example of Tamil Nadu, we find that most of its rain, it gets during October and November. So there is a variation in the pattern, in the amount of the rainfall as well. In whole of India, in maximum parts of the India, they get rainfall during from June to September, while as in Tamil Nadu, we get the rainfall from October to November. Then we have upper reaches of Himalayas. In upper reaches of Himalayas, we get precipitation in form of snow, especially during winters. During winters, we find that Himalayas, they are totally snow-clad. But when we go to other parts of our country, like Delhi, Mumbai, Goa, or somewhere else, we don't find snow there. We see that it only rains over there. But as far as the Himalayan reaches are concerned, upper reaches are concerned, we find that precipitation that is in form of the snow. So these are the very two important elements, that is the temperature and precipitation, which vary from season to season and from place to place. In one part, we'll be getting immense rainfall, and at the same time, in other part of the country, we'll be getting very less rainfall. Or if we take a particular day, say for example 18th June, we find that the temperature in Rajasthan or Delhi, it will be very high, it will be 40, 45, 50. But at the same time, if we'll take example of Kashmir, we will find the temperature, it will be around 20, 25 degrees. So these are very two important elements, and they have the variations from one place to another place. This is a very important question, and I'm sure this question will be definitely asked in your exams. You need to clear your concepts. It's very important that you understand the concepts, and I hope that my lecture will be very useful to you. Thank you so much.